Good morning, little Bobolob. Good morning, little Bobolob. Good morning, everyone. I'm looking very fresh-faced. I'm not feeling great. I'm feeling a little bit fragile this morning because yesterday we went out and I had some wine and it's actually made me think I need to take, like, I want to stop drinking for a bit. I'm like this close to doing like dry December until Christmas or Christmas Eve or something, and then dry January, because I just, you know, you have a night like that where you just wake up and you're like, why didn't I stop drinking before the end of the night? Like, why did I have that last glass of wine? I didn't need it. So that's why I'm feeling this, how I'm feeling this morning. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak. Today we are attempting to get started on the living room. Not as, again, this is another reason why I want to kind of maybe take a bit of time off drinking, is because this morning has not been as productive as I had hoped. I wanted to wake up and get a bit of work done and then go to B&Q to get the paint and start painting this morning, and it's nearly midday and I'm still like this. But then also I realised it is a weekend. I don't have to be working all the time. Maybe this was like a forced way of relaxing for the morning. But on the way to going to get our paint, we're going to go to someone who's actually just down the road from us to get a vintage rug. And I've been looking at, because this person always puts up these kinds of rugs up on Facebook Marketplace. I've been looking at them for a while, and this is for our living room. And I want to have it in time for Christmas. So we're going to go by there and hopefully we like it. And then we're going to come home and do some painting and get started on our living room, because I want to move in. I want to move back into my living room. I want to go look at the fabric we got. Maybe I'll go get that and show you. But yeah, I'm so glad we managed to get our curtain fabric. And actually, I might even message our seamstress to see if she can collect, or I can go give her the, to see if I can go give her the fabric today, because also she lives down the road from us too, which is great. So that's the plan. I'm gonna go shower because I feel a bit grim, and hopefully that'll make me feel a bit better. What have you got, Bobby? What have you got? What have you got, little one? You got a little toy. A little toy. A little toy. What's this? What's a toy? What's a toy? I think you want to go out, don't you? I think you want to go out. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. You're so cute. She's holding it by his little foot, or his little ear. Look. Alex. She's bloody rubber's by the ear. I just love you so much. You want to get out there? Shall I pick you up and put you up there? Here you go. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you're just breaking a million hearts right now with your cuteness, Roxy. Look at you. Look at you. Here is our beautiful fabric. This, I actually was going to ask them what fabric this was, or what it was called, but I forgot. So I do apologise, because some people did message on Instagram saying, could you please tell me the name of this? The only thing I can do is say that I got it in Truro fabric. So if you go there and you send them a picture, they can get this for you. But I don't know what fabric this is or what it's called. It was just from Truro fabric. But I'm very happy with it. I feel like it's, these little leaves are almost a little bit William Morris style. Like, there's lots of wallpaper with these kinds of leaves, and we did notice that the three fabrics we chose all had these kind of leaves. A couple of people have messaged me saying that they are similar to native plants and trees in Australia, so let me know if you're Australian if that's true. I don't know what plant it is, but yeah, I'm really happy. It's very beautiful. It's kind of got green colours, a bit of purple, a bit of yellow. In the end we went for this one because I think that the other one I think we're going to use in our bedroom. And I wanted to just branch out a bit with the colour. I think I may have said this yesterday though. And then this is the lining. We went for sort of like a green toned neutral. They had different neutrals there. And she said, well, she suggested this one because the whites were a bit much, and I think she was totally right. So that's perfect. And then we've got the interfacing, which is this big cushiony padding, which is basically like fleece, to make them really sumptuous and thick and warm. And I'm just really looking forward to having curtains, because we haven't had curtains in the house since we lived here. So this is the first room, and then when this room's done, we will get curtains made for our bedroom. And I think I'm just going to go back and get that fabric for our bedroom, and then we're going to go with a duck egg blue theme in that room, because it just works perfectly. Yeah, really happy with this. I want to go a bit more bright and colourful in our living room, because I have a tendency to go for neutrals. I think I said this yesterday too. And I am leaning more, the older I get, towards more cosy, kind of English countryside, I don't know, more like traditional feeling rooms. That's probably just because of trends. Sometimes I think, is this actually what I like, or is it just because it's trendy? Because the same goes for when I used to like more modern, sort of minimalist, sleek kind of style. I think maybe that's just because that was trendy at the time. But I think that sort of style is quite timeless. So I'm going to go for some clashing prints. The rug we're getting today is nothing like this. It's obviously a red or pinky coloured red that's got lots of pattern. So it's a totally clashing colour. We've also got striped armchairs. I want to get kind of lots of patterned cushions and different clashing prints, because I think because it's a small room, I want it to feel super cosy. I'll put a few little inspiration pictures of the vibe. I want to have antique furniture, maybe some antique lamps with prints on the lampshades and stuff like that. And I think it will turn out really cool, because Alex really likes that style as well. I was showing him his pictures. I was showing him some pictures from Pinterest, and he was like, yeah, I really, really like that. It reminds me of his school, because he went to a really old school in a really old building. And he was like, yeah, that kind of reminds me, it makes it feel very like homely. So yeah, and this kitchen is quite neutral, so I feel like it's a bit fun to branch out a little bit for our smaller living room. And then our garage, when that's done, that will be a bit more modern and a bit more neutral, I think. So this is the one room I'm going to be a bit bold and just go for it, challenge myself. My mum will be saying, told you so, because when I, in our old house, when I went for everything very neutral, she was like, are you sure you don't want a bit more colour? You're going to like colour more when you're older, or you're going to like more pattern when you're older. And I feel like I don't know, I'm growing up or something and liking more old school styles. Anyway, I'm rambling just to avoid having a shower. So I'm going to go shower and get ready for the day. I'm now looking at my lovely bouquet of flowers and seeing how the colours kind of match our lovely fabric. Look at that. Similar vibe. Feeling so much better now. It's incredible what shower, skincare, a little bit of makeup and a new outfit can do. I've got my very old jacket on that I've had. How long do you reckon I've had this jacket for? Did I get this before I met you?
No, I don't think so.
So I think I got this probably in like first or second year of university, so I think it's about a decade old, and it's my most worn jacket. And it's also the jacket that people always borrow when they like my sister will borrow it, or other people used to borrow it when I was at uni and stuff. And then I've got my Pangea tracksuit, hoodie, sweatpants combo. Can you see that? I absolutely love these. This is the perfect thing to wear when you want to be really comfy but still kind of look put together. And in an ideal world, I'd wear my lovely camel coat that's very smart, but it's not the comfiest. So this jacket is the one I've chosen. I really can't talk. And then I've got my little Vivea shoes on. Don't know why I'm sharing my outfit details with you. I'm not a fashion blogger, but sometimes people ask, so there you go. Look at the donuts that we got yesterday. We got these in the Cornish Vegan in Truro after our meal. One of them is a Kinder Bueno. It looks so much like the Donut Time ones from London. This is I think he said they're from Saparelli's. I'll put it on screen, I'll leave it linked below. They're in Falmouth, and we got a bagel from them recently, and we've had their donuts before. But if their donuts are so sought after, there's always a massive queue, so it's quite nice to just buy them in the shop. And the second one, it's got a bit squished because we were driving with these in the back of the car. This is a chai chocolate one. It's got a big dollop of cream on top, and then it's like a chocolate donut. And then we gave my parents 2 donuts. I think those ones were a Biscoff one and then like an eclair. And yeah, we gave them to say thank you for looking after Roxo yesterday. I'm very excited to dig in. In fact, I'm gonna have a bite of one of these now because it is too tempting. Look. Oh, look at that. And it's filled. Wow. Wow, it's filled with Nutella. Holy moly. Holy moly. They're incredible. That was successful. Rug in the boot. The one that I originally looked at was sold, and when we saw it in person, because she still had it in her house, it was a bit orange. This one's like a pinky one. It's really soft under your feet, and yeah, really pleased with that. Are you pleased with it?
Yeah, although you tricked me with the price.
Yeah, so the one that I originally looked at and messaged her about was 250. This was 350 because it has no holes or marks, much better condition, which I think is better anyway, and it's much thicker and softer. Because some of those sorts of rugs are kind of thin and a bit more scratchy feeling. This is like a velvety wool.
Worth the extra.
Yes, and I actually think the colour of it will suit our new curtain material better. Yeah. Now we're off to B&Q and we're gonna go pick up a paint. We really wanted to get the paint from Truro Fabric yesterday because I saw that they sold little green paint, which is like a low VOC kind of eco-friendly paint. And unfortunately you had to order it in. So we couldn't get that yesterday. I don't have enough time to order paint from Lick, which I would have liked to do too, because this is all a bit last minute, deciding to paint this weekend, because I was just like, we just need to paint and get the room done. So we're just gonna go to B&Q and get whatever there is, and then when we paint other rooms we'll be more prepared and get some more Lick paint, because I really like their paint a lot. Anyway, we'll have to see what they have, and we're just gonna get an off-white, like a warm white kind of vibe.
The cheapest one they have.
Yes. I want to go for like a clay stony white colour.
Yeah.
Back in our favourite place. So we've picked up the paint. We got Farrow & Ball Slipper Satin, which I'm very shocked Alex picked because he's very stingy usually.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I don't know what's wrong with you. Why did you do that? Because I'm feeling lazy and I couldn't be bothered, because I don't like Dulux paint very much. It doesn't ever seem to... I've had too many bad experiences using Dulux paint, and we had to return one once, didn't we? Because it was so horrendous.
Yeah.
And
the Valspar I quite liked.
Valspar is good.
Because in the past we did do that with we colour matched. We got the Farrow & Ball booklet and said, can you colour match this one?
What was it called? Skimming Stone. That was in our hallway in our spare bedroom.
Yeah. And because if you get the Valspar paint mix, it's generally about half the price.
Yeah.
But that one, based on the room, because it's quite small, that should do a couple of coats on the walls.
It was just there, ready, and I was like, I just want to get out of here.
Yeah, also I had a little voucher, so...
Yeah, we had a voucher, so I just thought, let's just get it, because...
One thing I do like about B&Q is every time you scan your card when you shop, they always email you a voucher. Mm-hmm. And we're always needing to buy something there, so... Yes. It's nice to just go in and see and pick.
Right, off we go. I've treated myself to a gingerbread oat latte, and when we were driving up I noticed that they had a vegan turkey stuffing and cranberry toasty, so that solved my lunch for today, because I was just thinking like, what are we gonna have for lunch? I can't be bothered.
Don't you love it when you come out? I mean, we don't go to the drive-thru very often, but when you come out, you went in with no queue. When you come out, they're queuing beyond the entrance. You got that just in time.
You're evil.
Evil?
You're like rejoicing over other people queuing.
I would have got something as well, but because Maddie made me spend so much on the paint, I can't really afford to eat.
He doesn't want anything. He's weird. I'm gonna try this. Well, that was just toast. Tastes like Christmas.
You got cranberry in it?
Yeah, that tastes like Christmas. Yum. That sandwich was one of the best coffee shop chain sandwiches I've ever had. so delicious. 10 out of 10. No, like 9.5 out of 10. It'd be a 10 out of 10 if it was on whole grain seeded bread, because I love that kind of bread. But oh, it was so delicious. I feel so much better now. It was so yummy. I'm just sitting in the car park in Tesco whilst Alex runs in to grab a few bits. Then we'll go home, and we might be dropping our fabric to our seamstress as well later. But we'll go home and we'll probably, whilst Alex is having his lunch because he didn't get anything, I'll probably start clearing the living room, like doing some hoovering because it's super dusty in there from when they did the fireplace, and then at some point hopefully start filling so we can progress forwards with the living room makeover. I've been longing for. We've done our best to pile all of our furniture into the middle of the room. So we've got sofa, love seat, armchair, all piled up in the middle so that hopefully we can get round. The worst is the piano, so this corner is not going to be very fun to paint. We might have to do the room bit by bit and then eventually maybe move the piano here or something. But yeah, we've got all this dust now to clean because there was a lot of dust created when they were doing the wood burner. And if you didn't see what happened with the wood burner, it was in another video, but just very quickly, this is what it looked like before. They tore it apart, and then this is what it looked like when they tore it apart. We were hoping for something more exciting. There was no lintel and loads of crumbling stones, so then they built it back up again. And they took this piece of granite from our garden, which is really exciting. So it was literally just a piece of granite that was chilling out there on the terrace, and they cut it in half, put it back, and now we've got half of it here. So it's nice to have a part of the history here, and then they've just plastered all around it. We'd obviously hoped for there to be a bit more to expose, but sometimes that's what just happens, isn't it, Rosie? Not quite as exciting as our old house, but I am really happy with the end result. And then our wood burner is going in tomorrow. So this wall we probably won't paint because obviously you can see the plaster's still kind of drying. And then one day we're going to change these shelves because I don't know if you can tell, but there's like gaps. I want them to be more built in. Oh no, it's all sliding around. I just don't like these little hook things, or these little things they're balancing on. I don't think that these shelves need to be moved around. I would rather that they were just all built in. And can you see how it doesn't go all the way to the back of the wall, which is odd. So yeah, we'll get them redone at some point in the new year, but for now we're just gonna paint everything and make everything look neat. And then this shelf here, I want to try and unscrew it and see if it unscrews easily, because there are screws there, because I really don't like this shelf because it looks really botched. So we'll give that a go.
It's Christmas when everyone's around to share this holiday. Yes, it's a time of happiness, a time of joy, but now this year is twice as special, cause I'm hoping for us to fall in love in this winter wonderland. Chilling by the fire as I'm trying to get your attention, giving you a smile, I can seem to look away. I might be crazy, but I think you feel it too, like a vibration right between us with a beautiful tune. Could we fall in love in this winter wonderland? Cold night, but I'm warm inside. Already said a little prayer that you will stick around. Is this year I'm really hoping for?
Careful, I nearly hit me.
You said pin my eyebrow on you.
Okay. Look. Ew. Well, that's not bad actually. So this is what it's like behind. It's obviously been painted around all the shelves, making a nice little pattern. But yeah, there's obviously those pipes, lots of nice cupboards. Cobwebs. My brain, look at all those cobwebs. Obviously there's those pipes there, which we might get our carpenter to box in, or leave them because it's kind of part of the character.
You could just move the wood along a bit and make a slightly smaller boxing in. Doesn't need to be.
No, I think we need to remove that because if we're going to paint.
Yes, no, I have to remove it anyway. But you could keep it, put it along, and just get a bit of MDF.
But also, part of me is a bit like, does it even need to be removed? Because so many cottages have pipes like this.
Yeah, I think it's. What is this?
Because how you box in the bottom, you know. I think that's just a cable needs to come out.
What is this?
It probably was once an aerial cable. Yeah. But yeah, so glad we took that out. Obviously you can't really see the full effect, but I just think it was so unnecessary, especially when you have these here. Though maybe, I'm sure someone had it there in the past because maybe they had loads of books and they put that up because they had a lot of books or a lot of things that they wanted to store, so it makes sense. But for us, this and this is plenty and doesn't encroach on the room.
It's just a bit in the, I mean, it's not loads of space, but like you open the door and
it's in the way.
Yeah, and if you want to put a chair here.
Yeah, now we've got 2 armchairs coming. That armchair can sit perfectly in that corner with so the armchair can be here with a table with that plug socket with a lamp on it, and it would make a nice little cozy corner, which is great. I don't think painting is happening today. I think we're going to spend the rest of today. I want to fill all the holes, do some hoovering and a bit of cleaning. Yeah, and just fill some holes, and I think that would be a real success. And we can just do the painting as and when, bit by bit, as we go, and make some progress with it. But
do you want to paint in there at least?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll paint the back here, which would be quite a nice way of swatching the paint, because the wood burner is being put in tomorrow, so we want that to be painted before. Alex has done a nice layer of white. We did that originally because we thought he was coming on Friday, so but he was ill, so we did that white because we knew it would be a good base layer, so that whatever colour we decided on, at least it was white, not grey, which would be really visible.
Hours pass by, all the stars shine much brighter. Or is it just your eyes that have lit something in me? See you coming close.
I made the error of going upstairs to sit down for a minute while Alex walked Roxy, and then I haven't got up, and now it's dinner time. And I thought today we would get more done, but we haven't. It's okay, there's no rush. We just need to do it before Christmas. We've got, I think, maybe like 25 days or something till Christmas. So we have like 3 or 4 weeks before Christmas that we can do it. I want to get it done as soon as possible because I want to not just have it ready for like Christmas Day. I would like to have it ready in the lead up to Christmas. It's one of those things. I think we'll carry on with it tomorrow around the wood burner being fitted. I'm making some mac and cheese right now. You're steaming up because this room is like really warm because we've got the Arga. Oh my gosh. I've had to come out here because yeah, the Arga is on, the mac and cheese is cooking, and the fire is on. And it's just very warm in here compared to everywhere else. And I had the door closed, so I feel like I've steamed it up in the kitchen. But I'm making mac and cheese, and by mac and cheese I quite literally mean I'm cooking some macaroni, and I'm just going to put some cheese in it with a bit of milk, maybe some salt and pepper, garlic and onion powder, and call it a day because I'm just really tired and I can't be bothered. So that's what I'm going to have for dinner. And Alex is going to the pub this evening with his friends, and I think that I'm just going to go upstairs and do a bit of folding and tidying for the rest of the night and probably say goodbye to you now, and then I'll see you in the next video. I was browsing antique sofas. I really want to get a secondhand sofa because our sofa currently in our living room is just far too big, but it's really difficult to find ones that are comfortable and not stained. Lots of the vintage sofas are like really high backed, sort of rigid sofas, or if they are comfy squishy ones, they are quite heavily stained, and I don't really fancy the idea of getting fabric for them and getting reupholstered. I kind of just want to get a sofa and keep it simple. We may have to get a new one. I'm really like trying to find something secondhand, but anyway, I'll show you my mac and cheese and I'll say goodnight and hope you've enjoyed today's video. Roxy is certainly enjoying the fire. Aren't you, little love? You love the fire? Go on then, open it. Have you shaken it?
I have shaken it.
It's so delicate. Need to get a stirrer.
It's like that pink one on our old door. It looked like you could drink it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's quite therapeutic watching you do it because you're really gentle. I'm so haphazard.
Impossible not to spill it down the side.
I feel like someone should design a paint tub that has a little spout.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You know? Yeah, that's perfect. It's basically white but clay, which is what I wanted. What an artist.
Yeah.
Go on and do your first swipe in this really, really good lighting.
Swipe.
With the roller.
Oh. Oh, good idea.
That looks good because it's like same vibe but lighter. It's almost like we've cleaned the wall or something.
Mm.
Yeah, love that. And it's not bright, there's nothing about it that's like a cold white or anything, you know. Careful of the slate at the bottom.
Oops.
I would,
Yeah. How about?
yeah, put more, because it might spray.
Yeah, it will.
I like this colour as well because it has the a vibe of like stone, like the granite.
Yeah. It's a similar colour to the other wood burner.
It's not dissimilar to what's on the walls already, to be honest. It's just a brighter version of it.
It's nicer, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you need any help doing it?
No, I'll do it for 10 minutes till
Yeah. Okay.
Tom comes and then...
Cool.
Because I did the other one, because it was so bitty, I had to do it with the brush. The other
Well,
one.
doing a white base layer was a good idea, I think.
Yeah, because it was like black and grey before.
Yeah, and because it would have wasted that paint.
I don't know if... Maybe you can choose if this gets painted black.
I think so.
Yeah, because I was like doing it really, trying to be neat.
No one is going to be looking. I don't think you need to worry.
Yeah, and then I realised, well, hang on.
I'm pretty sure he sprays it.
Isn't he going to spray paint it?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. This will take a lot quicker than last time.